What's going on, everybody? Tonight, a beautiful Scotch bonnet pepper. This bad boy, I love the phenotype on this and the shape, and just, I mean, it sits perfectly. You know what I mean? It's very rare. A lot of times these peppers, you know, they're off a little bit, they're falling or whatever. Now, I've been sitting on this particular pepper for a little while, and it's got two little bad spots, so we're gonna have to doctor it up. But I'm gonna still put it down. There's one little bad spot there, and then just a little bit of mold starting there, but I've eaten worse, you know what I mean? And I really wanted to try this pepper. This was grown by my buddy Mike Purvis at Pigs and Peppers, so I've been trying a lot of his pods lately. He sent me a little care package, and they've all been tremendous and tasty, really nice peppers. So I definitely wanted to get to this. This was the last one. I had planned on doing it today, and yesterday I didn't notice these spots, so it just kind of quickly happened. So today's the day we got to get it done. But nonetheless, I mean, it's a beautiful specimen, if you will. So this is a Scotch bonnet. They're normally 100,000 to 350,000 on the Scoville scale. Sometimes they're really warm and they taste really warm. So it's native to Jamaica. It's like a heirloom chili from Jamaica. And I just learned today it gets its name from Tam O'Shanter style Scottish hat. You guys know what that is? Anybody? I don't know what that is. I didn't bother to look it up, but I'm guessing it looks like this pepper. You know, like I've heard of Bishop Crown, right? And that's named, you know, part of it after a particular hat, I believe, as well. But I didn't know that about the Scotch bonnet, that it was named after a Scottish style hat called, it's either Tam O'Shanter or Tan O'Shanter. I don't really remember now. Anyways, let's doctor her up, see what we got. So bear with me a few minutes. I'm just going to cut it in half too, because I really want to just make sure that, you know, the whole inside is good. Everything's good, not just those bad little spots there, of course. But oh yeah, it looks good. But I'm going to show you. You got to see this placenta on a Scotch bonnet. This is crazy. So we just cut off the little bottom part of this guy, okay, and then the top part, so it's on the same half. Okay, it's all right. Trying to do it without cutting myself. Okay, perfect. So there we are. We just cut off the little pieces. But check this out. So this is one half of her. And we gotta cut that piece off too. Inside looks great, so it's gonna be a good chili nonetheless. All right, here we go. So there's one half of it. Okay, decent placenta up there, but check this half out. Look how full, look how oily that is. For a Scotch bonnet, that seems to me to be quite oily. Right on the left side here and the right side here, you can see it glistening pretty good. But this whole placenta right here is taking up a good majority. I mean, it doesn't go too far into the pepper, but that's a decent placenta on this bad boy. So let's go ahead and eat it. Let's start with the small half. Oh, there's another bad piece. It's all from the same spot. I just, you know, I'm not getting it all. Okay. All right, we're doctored up good enough. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about it. And I'm glad I ate this. Immediate fruity notes. Mmm. Oh, got my throat there. There's seed stuck. We're good. We're good. Mm. Mm. This is a good tasting chili. I haven't had a Scotch Bonnet in a while. For the birds. Oh. Seed got stuck in between my teeth. Good amount of seeds in that bad boy. But it's all seeds I'm trying to get back out of my teeth. So good burn on these. Real even, mild, medium. I mean, it's like habanero level heat. Maybe a little hotter. No, it's about that level heat. Yeah, it's about your normal orange habanero, but like a good orange habanero. Okay, like a nice, pretty good high heat habanero. But it was fruity, and it was fruity right off the bat. I mean, that was the first thing I got. Was it was kind of sweet and fruity. Really nice pepper. Reminded me a lot of a habanero. I haven't had a Scotch Bonnet in a minute, but I remember now that they're just a real mild, even, flavorful burn. And it's really all on the tip of the tongue. Right there. That's pretty much it. A little bit on the sides of the tongue, but you know, not too much. So I wanted to eat another pod with you guys today. I just wasn't sure how hot that one was going to be, but I wanted to get to it, and I wanted to make sure that I ate all the pods that Mike gave me. It just gave me like 6 or 7, you know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure I ate them all. And that was the last of it. So again, Mike, you catch this video, brother, I appreciate you. Again, well done. I mean, the color on that pepper was gorgeous. The shape of that pepper was like fucking... Again, Michael did say when he sent me those, he goes, look, I hand selected these ones for you. So I think he did me right, of course. Not saying he wouldn't do people right. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure he picked me. He just knew, I think, what I look for, what kind of peppers I really like to key in on and stuff. So I think he took care of me a lot on that. And sometimes you just, guys are picking and they pick 20 Scotch bonnets and they've got 20, let's say 10 mixed boxes to sell. They're just going to take two, you know what I mean? They're not thinking about it too much, and somebody's going to get that beautiful looking one. So I appreciate it, Mike. The heat on that is good. The flavor was fantastic. So I can't wait to get more from you. Mike, he just turned me on to another grower that he had some pods from. I forget that guy's name, but that should be fun when those come. Brock, if you watch this, dude, appreciate you as well, man. You're going to hook me up with some peppers, you said. So I look forward to that. That one you showed me today. Today is Saturday, the 19th of August. That one you showed me today, man, that thing looked gnarly. It looked oily. But yeah, if you send me one of those, man, I'll eat it. You know that. So anyway, I wanted to eat one of these. This pepper is from Gary Smith, Lone Star Mastiffs, and we've eaten these before. This is a bad olive mustard. I remember this pod, I couldn't find much information on it. I think I found a little bit of information, so if you're interested, go back to that video from a couple months ago and whatever. I didn't re-look up the information, and to be honest with you, I don't remember a lot. What I do remember is that, he was unfamiliar with the genetics and all those, and I don't think I really found anything like the genetics or anything. I think he just gave me who he got the seeds from originally, and then I backtracked a little bit from there. Couldn't find Scoville on these, but I remember these being warm, and I remember them being good earthy, good flavor, good mustard pod. Again, the stem fell off when I was taking the label off from Gary, but I think this one is not all the way ripe yet because it's really kind of that bright green here. Now it is, actually it is, because this side is just completely mustardy color. Let's try it. Scotch Bonnet got my nose running a bit though. Okay. So it was a decent little heat on that thing. There it is. This is like very earthy mustard flavor kind of pod. I'm pretty sure I've used this description before on mustard pods, but it's kind of soapy. Now that's the thing about mustard pods is that they're hot. I mean, no, they're like any other pepper. Some are hot, some are not, whatever. Varieties. Some are hot, some are not. This isn't the hottest, but it's warm, and it doesn't really feel like it because I enjoy this flavor so much that while I'm eating it, I'm not really noticing the burn as much, if that makes sense. And so after you're done eating and it builds on you, then you can really get a good judge on it. Those are nice. So I might have been kind of accurate in my assessment early on that pepper, and that it wasn't fully ripe, because I remember the other two that I ate, which is the first time I ever had this variety of pod, being hotter than this. And my tolerance at that time might have even been a little bit higher than it is now. And so therefore I know that this one isn't as hot as what those were, you know, that day. It's still hot. But you know, it might be just in that Scotch bonnet level heat, because my heat profile isn't really changing from where I was with that Scotch bonnet. I've got a little bit of upper mouth burn and a little bit kind of right in here, but that's just where it's burning. But the actual level of burn, if you will, is not really changing that much from where I already was prior to eating that one. If anything, it's just kept that Scotch bonnet level heat kind of at the same for longer, if that makes sense. But the flavor on that is phenomenal. But that might have been an unripened one, like I was saying, because I don't remember the other ones I had being as bright a green as that either, even though the backside was really mustardy, and kind of that caramel color that you get on those mustards. So I don't know, it's hard to judge, because but peppers can be, you know, up and down, you know. So one bad olive mustard could be a lot, sometimes is hotter than this one, you know what I mean? That just happens. So but nonetheless, that's a cool variety, a really good pepper. I really enjoy the flavor on that. Those are ones I could eat. I could eat some of those, I think. Especially that one. It wasn't, you know, that hot. But even I remember with the other ones I ate, you know, a few months back, I remember I could probably put down a few of those. For me, when I say a few, you know, I'm not talking 20. I'm talking, you know, handful. A little over a handful maybe, right? But anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you. And that, so 2 pods today, bad olive mustard from Lone Star Mastiff Farms, and a beautiful Scotch bonnet from Pigs and Peppers. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.